Thank you Printify for sponsoring this video. These phone cases make thousands of dollars in passive income every month, and some of the stores that sell them had made hundreds of thousands with this product. And the best part is that new stores are popping up every month and are making thousands of dollars in just a few weeks. This store, for example, has made an average of $420,000 a year for the last 5 years. And check this out, this other store, which has been open for just 2 months, has already made $24,000 in revenue. Now, exactly 2 months ago, I posted a video on the best home-based businesses to start in 2024. And one of those businesses was selling print-on-demand phone cases on Etsy. So if you would have watched that video and taking action back then, this could have been you. Now, the great thing is that creating these products has never been easier, and this market has never been more profitable. In fact, as I mentioned on my last video, the print-on-demand market is expected to grow more than 8 times in the next 8 years. It currently sits at around $8 billion annually, and it's projected to rise to $67 billion by 2032. Now, that right there proves that this market is not only far from saturated, but it's actually going to be one of the fastest growing markets in the coming years. So in this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of how to create amazing products like these ones using AI, and I'm going to show you every method you need to know to easily create even the most complex designs. Then we'll place those designs on the phone cases using Printify, and finally we'll get them ready to sell. And I'm also going to give you a detailed overview of the actual cost and profit margins for this business. So by the end of the video, even if you have no previous design experience whatsoever, you'll be absolutely ready to start making thousands with your own POD business. Now, to be absolutely clear, print-on-demand is a business model that you can easily start from the comfort of your own home. All you need to do is focus on researching and designing beautiful products, and then work with a print-on-demand provider like Printify that will take care of printing those designs on the phone cases, packaging the products, and shipping them to your customers as soon as you make a sale. So what does this mean for you? Well, that you don't have to worry about purchasing and holding any inventory or shipping any products yourself. Printify will take care of everything for you, and it even offers you a multitude of different white label cases to print your designs on. Now, just last week, one of you guys asked me a really interesting question. Which print-on-demand provider is the most eco-friendly? Now, honestly, I thought this was a really good question, and it made me think about an aspect of this business that I hadn't been paying much attention to. Now, if this is something that's important to you, you'll be glad to know that Printify offers biodegradable phone cases made out of bamboo fiber. So I thought, why not for this project create a series of nature-related designs to print on biodegradable cases and start a sustainable net zero business from the comfort of your own home. Now, to give you an idea of the potential of this business, let's go ahead and search for phone cases on Etsy. We're not going to worry about niching down at this point because the search itself will reveal some of the more profitable sub-niches. So I have the Allura extension installed on my browser, so if I just click on it, it will instantly give me an overview of this market. And if we sort by revenue, we can see which cases have been selling well. So right off the bat, we can see that these custom pet phone cases are doing incredibly well. This one, for example, brings in about $24,000 a month and has made almost $500,000 in revenue. Here we have another custom pet case from another shop that is also doing really well. So let's keep scrolling to see what other niches are also performing well. Okay, so here we have some personalized cases with some very basic dots and heart rain patterns. We have some artistic floral designs making tens of thousands. Let's see what else we can find. This could be interesting. Here we have some stained glass illusion cases that look fantastic. Then we can find some scrapbook cases that are also doing really well, especially recently. And finally, some collage cases that are also doing great. Now, you don't necessarily need to use this tool. When you search for a product, Etsy will immediately show you what's been trending lately and some best-selling items to use as inspiration. For example, this one really caught my eye. It's an Asian jade carving illusion case. It looks fantastic, honestly, to the point where it actually looks like real jade. And then we have these scrapbook or collage cases doing really well too. If I was to sell these, I would probably do like a series with different national parks, maybe offer thematic collages like a Yosemite scrapbook case, a Yellowstone scrapbook, or something nature related to go with our biodegradable cases. Okay, so the reason why I'm showing you all these kinds of different designs and niches is because the methods that I'm going to show you now will allow you to create any one of these designs, so you can target one or multiple niches with the exact same AI tools. Now, in terms of take-home profit, we can see that these phone cases sell for around $23 each. So to calculate our profit, all we need to do is subtract the cost of the white label case and the shipping cost, and we can get that information from our supplier. So if we go to Printify and search for phone cases, we can take this one as an example. So as you can see, the total cost of printing and shipping the case, and the case itself of course, comes to $13.35. So if we go to the Allura Etsy fee calculator and input those numbers, we can see that our expected profit is 31%, including all the Etsy fees and transaction costs. So this this is as close as it gets in terms of the real profit margin that you'll get in this market, which is not bad. This means that this store has made more than $360,000 just from selling phone cases. Now we're going to be using Midjourney to create the designs, so if you want to learn how to set it up properly, make sure to watch this video right here. So let's take one of these listings as an example. Say I want to create one of these Asian jade cases. So one way to go about it would be to just try to describe what you see and then use that description as a prompt. This would be the classical way to go about it. But this method is highly unpredictable and it usually takes a few iterations until you start to get close to what you want. So a much better option would be to sort of reverse engineer the process. And instead of trying to write a prompt to create an image, we can start with the image that we want and extract a prompt from it. This is what I call reverse prompting. So just take a screenshot of the image that you're trying to describe, in this case, this jade looking case, and make sure to exclude the camera cutout. Now in Discord, type /describe and it will give you two input options, an image or a link. So click on image and drag and drop your screenshot. Hit enter and now Midjourney will give you 4 prompts that the AI thinks could describe this image. So just read through these and if you think any one of them could work, you can click on the corresponding number and create an image based on that prompt. Or you could just go ahead and imagine all 4 of them. So let's go ahead and click on 2. Now look at this. Wow. I mean, just wow. These ones look even better. Just look at this one with the river. That's crazy. So as you can see, this method is highly reliable and predictable. To be fair, I do think our results actually do look even better than the original. And here's the thing, now that you have a base prompt to work with, you can of course introduce modifications to it and for example change the color of the stone or the golden tones to make them silver tones instead. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to copy the prompt this time, type /imagine, paste the prompt and modify it. So instead of gold inlaid jade carving, we're going to do silver inlaid blue zircon carving and replace the rest of the color descriptions. We hit enter and look at that. Now the point of showing you this method is that as you can imagine, it works with any kind of design you want to make. Let's say we're looking to create a minimalist mountain landscape case inspired by this listing right here. So same strategy, take a screenshot of the design, ask Midjourney to describe it for you, and then run one or all of the description as a prompt, and there you go. Now we can do the same for these stained glass designs that are doing really well right now, or even for these scrapbook designs that I actually think look amazing. Now let me show you another method you can try, and then I'll explain how to create these best-selling cases that make the most profit. So if you go to the Midjourney website and click sign in, you'll land on this sort of catalog where you can see some of the best images other users have been creating lately. So go ahead and search for scrapbook travel patterns, and look at that. Now this is a fantastic source of inspiration that will actually help you create original designs that divert from other Etsy listings. This way you avoid creating variations of existing products. Just take a look at some of these. Many of these images would actually look fantastic on a case. If you like any of these and you want to create a similar design, simply click on any one of them and up here you can see the exact prompt that was used to create this image. And if you click here, you can copy that prompt. So when you go back to Midjourney, you can now create your own design inspired by that image. And this way we can easily create an experiment with a multitude of different potential designs. Then we can apply them to the cases using Printify's editor and see which ones look best. Now, another best-selling case that I show you at the beginning of this video are these custom pet cases. Now, in this case, the process is going to be slightly different but equally simple. This is, however, a less passive approach since you'll have to manually fulfill each order. On the bright side though, these custom products do have much higher profit margins. Now, as you can see, this shop offers these custom pet cases where you basically send them a picture of your pet and they will recreate it in this vectorized aesthetics, place it on a colorful background and add the name on top. So I'm going to show you guys how you can create vectorized images like these from a picture using Midjourney. So for this job, we're going to be using another tool called Blend. This tool will allow us to combine 2 different images and basically create a sort of hybrid between the 2. So since we're aiming to create a vectorized image of our customer's pet, the first step is to find a vectorized image that looks like the kind of result we want to get. So what I do is I go into the Midjourney catalog and search for something like vectorized pet, and a bunch of results showing all kinds of different styles appear. Some have a more cartoonish look, others look more like a painting rather, with brush strokes and all. And then we have this, which kind of resembles the look that we're looking for. So just click here and download the image as a reference of the style we want. The next thing is to get your customer's pet image. So for this example, we're going to be using a picture of this cute boxer puppy, and then you want to go into Midjourney and use the command /blend. And as soon as you hit enter, you'll be prompted to input 2 images. Now, I've tried this many different times and I always get the best results when I first upload the image of the style I want and the actual picture second. And so we hit enter, and now Midjourney will merge both files and get us an image of the dog with the style of the vectorized reference we got from the Midjourney catalog. So what do you think? It definitely looks like the dog in the original picture, and it certainly resembles the vectorized look of these best-selling cases. So the next step is to remove the background and change the color. One thing I would do prior to that though is upscale the image that I like and click zoom out. This will give us more background space and therefore more room to place the name of the pet on top of the image. So go ahead and download the image. Now to remove the background, I use a website called remove.bg. All you need to do is upload the image and it will automatically remove the background for you. Then you can click on edit and change the background color to whatever you want. So it's really cool, it works really well, and it gets the job done in 2 very easy steps. Okay, so now that we have our image with a nice background, the next step is to place it on the phone case. So just head on to Printify and click on catalog. Next, go to accessories, and the first one on the list is phone cases. Now you have a bunch of options to choose from. You have tough cases, a few clear cases to choose from, and even flip cases. But since we're aiming for an eco-friendly product, we're gonna choose these biodegradable cases, which are amazing. If you scroll down, you can read about it in more detail, and here we can find our supplier. Now these are slightly more expensive cases, but then again, you can probably compensate for that with the listing price and charge a small premium for offering a sustainable biodegradable product. Now keep in mind that Printify's selection of eco-friendly products goes beyond phone cases. If you're interested in selling t-shirts, for example, you can also find a selection of organic cotton shirts, then you have some eco-friendly candles and many other products as well. So again, if this is something that you want to explore with your products or your shop, then Printify definitely has you covered. So all we need to do now is drag and drop our design into the canvas, and there we go. All we need now is the dog's name, so if we go to the left hand side of the menu, we can add text directly from the Printify's editor. Choose a nice font, and there you have it. Now if you hit preview, you can go ahead and see how your design looks like on the actual case. Now believe it or not, some of the most successful shops actually use these very simple mockups Printify offers, and they do really great. This is, after all, one of those few products where you can get away with using these basic mockups, so take advantage of that. And remember that Printify is completely free to use. You only pay for the phone cases after you've made a sale. So your only cost to run this business would be your Midjourney subscription, which comes down to $10 a month and grants you full commercial rights over the images you generate. Now, if you guys want to dive deeper into how to set up your products using Printify, make sure to watch this video right here where I go into great detail about it. Now, as you can see, using these methods, I was able to easily create dozens of designs in about an hour. I created this beautiful landscape design, this stained glass flower pattern, this beautiful Asian jade one. I also made this cool nature puzzle design, which I really like. This is actually one of my favorites. I also made these scrapbook variants of various national parks, and of course, these custom pet cases with vectorized cats and dogs that can potentially make me life-changing money. Please let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next week.